Hi, Collective. I'm going to share this on my personal page because it doesn't have anything to do with, the Shopper's tools. This is straight spirit. And I'm pretty transparent in the things that I go through and the way that I've come through things and, seeing how things are. I want to talk about, so, people who are dating right now, people who are not, that would be seeking a lifelong partner, but since they don't have it yet, they're still interviewing, they're still dating and calling the relationship more, committed and, going forward. Um, Let me talk about something. If you're on my page, then we can assume that you're spiritual, at least seeking, questioning some things. If you're out here dating, and you know for a fact that you have trauma from your past and you look at this person and you see them through the lens of your past, that's not healthy. And this is what happens. You could take the perfectly healthy relationship, because it can start perfectly healthy. There's an alignment. You guys met, right? There was an alignment. But if you come at it with all of your traumatic, tumultuous, questioning, unhealed self, then all you're doing is, it's like a turkey baster on Thanksgiving. You are injecting that over and over into your relationship. Now, sometimes it's so volatile that you're just like, ooh, dip out. But other times, as in my experience, it's a slow drip over a period of time, 3, 5 years, 11 years, like it's a slow drip. So what I would give as advice to those who are still looking for your person, get really real with where you are right now, because as you see in the world, veils and masks are a real thing. And if your murky, dark underbelly is something that you have not explored and you have not met yourself there to process it, then the only thing that's really going to happen is that it's going to become cycles to be explored so that you could potentially transmute them with your partner. And now we're really relying on the strength of your connection to make it through that, because you've involved someone else. And if you are involved someone else who is a spiritual person, then it adds a layer of complexity, because now we're going to be like, is this a blessing or a lesson? Is this something I'm learning, or am I a vehicle in their learning? Are we a vehicle in each other's learning? But do you see how it takes it out of the realm of we're co-creating and we're building, we're seeing if we can build together, and it turns it into a project. And the crapshoot is where you're going to be when you come out at the end of the project, right? So my advice to anyone who would be looking at this, actually, then I start channeling. If you're seeing this message and it feels real personal, let it be. Let it be. But don't just get in your feelings. Maybe grow from here. Maybe, right? Because only what's inside of your mind is what you truly can understand and work with. Anything external, no. We're in this weird age where we've blended people, technology, and also artificial intelligence. So, my God, it couldn't be more crowded trying to do your work. It couldn't be more crowded. But the principle remains the same. Know who you are and what you stand for. And it would be a bonus, but a nice one, if you actually understood what you, in fact, bring to the table when you're looking at being in a relationship with someone. Not just your good, all of it. Your good, the bad, because a lot of times the bad is what the other person needs to grow from as a catalyst. Like, I can see something because you've triggered something, right? And I think the deepest thing I can say here is, ladies and gentlemen, don't endeavor to be in a relationship with someone who calls themselves on their spiritual journey if you're not ready to be honest with all those parts of yourself, because we're nothing but walking around catalysts. You know, whatever can be exposed will be exposed. And not just in you and ourselves too. There's some words in my vocabulary that I don't like anymore. Right or wrong, good or bad, easy, hard. But I'm going to throw one more in there. Blame, fault. We got to go deeper than that. If the term New Earth is here is something you're just now hearing, I do not know if much of this will make sense to you, what I've already said. But if it does make sense, good. Old Earth, New Earth split, that's kind of here. You know, it's not coming, it's here. And it's getting ugly. I deeply encourage anyone connected to someone else. We need to do our inner work. We need to do it now. We ought not create tumultuous cycles in our interpersonal relationships because we don't want to meet ourselves where we are. Yeah, for what it's worth. It's early. Channel's wide open. Yeah, it's one of those ones that starts personal and just spirals out there in the universe. And I share. I really hope that it helps. But yeah, we've already said all the words. You know, we understand purpose, soul purpose. If there isn't a soul purpose, then you got to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Don't be bringing other people into your mix if you in fact are chaos. Let's clear that chaos up, because peeling the layers back and finding a chaotic root, it's a lot. I share.